Hello, my name is Saltbot. I am Kismet's co-host for this evening. Welcome to Kismet's stream and thank you for dropping by once again. Tonight it's time to get back to PC gaming with the Kismet Overburdened with Love PC. Thanks to all of you, we can take this stream to another level. Let me open up the vault door and let's go inside. Kismet is waiting for us.
It is that time again, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Oh, it's so great to be back with you guys. It is so great to just sit down and stream and play some games and have some fun hanging out with you guys. Look at all these awesome people already hanging out in the chat. They're right here at the top of the stream. I know that some of you are like, Kismet, wait a minute, it's 10 o'clock. How can this be the top of the stream? I thought you started at 9 o'clock. Well, that's because I moved my hours to 10 o'clock because of IRL. That's just life. You gotta take care of your real life stuff. You know I always talk about that. You got to take care of your real life stuff. Got to balance that stuff as best you can. So in a balance, my wife is getting a new job, and so we have to change my hours to kind of accommodate helping out with the kids and spending more time with the family and balancing and doing stuff here for the streams too. But that's life. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You try to balance your life. I'm sure you know you got a lot of stuff that you really want to do, like hanging out and streaming with you guys, playing lots of games, and then you have the stuff that you really have to do, like try to make $1 so you can eat and that kind of stuff. And then you have that stuff in between where you're like, I really want to do this, but I really need to do this, and that kind of stuff. But thanks for everybody for hanging out. I want to throw out some love here in the chat already. We got, of course, Sister Wolf hanging out here at the top of the stream. We got Amir Dave, my awesome mods. We also got Bearded Dragon. Hello, Bearded Dragon. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. I hope you are enjoying the new updated stream here. Now, it probably looks exactly the same to you guys. And if you were not tuned in yesterday, you're going, Kismet, it looks exactly the same, except for you don't know all the hundreds of hours I've spent revamping everything here on the stream and actually moving the entire thing that runs my stream over here to the resurrected Monster PC. So if you were not tuned in yesterday when I was talking about that, or if you've not seen it on my Twitter or my YouTube, my setup is phenomenal right now. Of course, I have the Mega PC, which is what I'm going to be playing some games on. We call it the Overburdened with Love because everybody in the stream, all the people who contribute, everybody that brought me back to a PC gamer, because my PC did die. The Monster PC did die, and the logic board and the GPU were completely dead. There was nothing I could do, but I still kept streaming. No, I don't give up that easy. I know my PC dies. I don't give up that easy. You know what I did is I got on my my tablet and I streamed from my tablet instead, from my little iPad, and did that. But we managed to raise enough funds to get that Monster PC. Now, we also had some other contributors that said, hey, Kismet, I will go ahead and help you out with the Monster PC so that you could really take your stream to another level. So people had extra donated as well. Some other people put some funds in to take it to a whole nother level. And right now, I'm recording 6 channels of audio separately, 2 discs that I can manage separately, create guides from. Also put my stuff on YouTube. I can do music again, so we can have music requests, and all that stuff's going to come back online again, where if you're a subscriber or if you're one of my longtime regulars here in the stream, you can request music and play it on the stream. It's going to be awesome. Going to be awesome. So we're going to be doing a lot of Fallout tonight, because tonight we're going to be playing it all night long. That's right, we're going to be going all night long. I probably won't even take a break. We'll just go all night till about 2 a.m. Playing some Fallout, because tonight is our Fallout night. All right, so we're going to get that going. Let me see if anybody else here. Let me throw some more love out there. Of course, we got Dark Angel, my mega supporter and amazing mod. Show him some love in the chat, everybody. Always great to see him. We got Iron Chief hanging out saying evening. Wow, look at all these hosts. Holy mackerel. I better back up. Let's see. What we got? Karen Jazz, of course. J Dunk with a host. We got Hyperthyroid. We've got Daniel the Red. We got Crazy, Risen, Lethal, Nate Randall. I just love saying his name with the host. We got Mystic Fairy, Captain Jane, Greasy Hair. We got Ghost Corn. Ghosty Corn. Like that name. Nooshki, Shadow Hartley, and of course, D Holt with a massive host right here at the top of the stream. We've also got Hyperthyroid hanging out. We got Epic hanging out, waving at Ameri Dave. We got Zero Tolerance. What's up, Zero? What's up, man? Says, hey, kids. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out on the stream. Now, again, if you were not here yesterday, hey, Pika, what's up? Hello to you. Hello to DAE71. Thank you so much for hanging out in the stream. If you do not know it, right now, I literally have 5 monitors running at the same time. I have my Mega PC, which is right now in Fallout 4. You can't see it yet, but we're going to dive in there in just a second. Up above here, I've got the Mega PC, or the Monster PC running, which is running the stream right now. I've got all sorts of sound effects, music. I got the death counter running, all sorts of, I got like 25 programs running simultaneously. And over here on the side, I have got my chat. That's right. That's all it does. It's a 24-inch monitor turned vertical like I saw at TwitchCon last year, TwitchCon 2016. And it's just vertical, and all it is the chat. It is like a thing of beauty. So I can look up there, and I can see anything that you guys are typing at any time, like you guys can see over here right now. But that's all it does, and it is just the greatest thing ever. So if you are a streamer, and you can get to a point where you can have another monitor just for chat, I strongly suggest it. Just get cheap 24-inch monitor or even a 17-inch monitor and just do it for chat. That's it. Thank you also to IG for that host. Every single one of those hosts does just get me a little bit closer to that sub button. I appreciate everybody who does host and everybody who's gone out and hit that like button and the retweet button out on Twitter. Because when you do that, by the way, if you do follow me on Twitter and subscribe on YouTube, you do earn some Kiz Caps. You're like, Kismet, what are these Kiz Caps things? These things right here. Because they're awesome. Look at those things. That's right, I have my very own bottle caps with my name on it. If it wants to focus today. All right, let's do this trick that someone told me to do. Come on, it's not working, of course. Get up there, focus. It does not want to focus today. Well, we'll flip it over. So we focus on this. There we go, artist, gamer, and Twitch broadcaster. That's me. I use them as business cards because business cards are boring. There we go. My camera's a little wonky today, but hey, you know, we try. We try. So thanks everybody for hanging out. We got Mint Giraffes hanging out saying, hey everyone. And somebody with a really dark name. It's Nightbot has a really dark name. Oh, good old Saltbot doing his thing over there. So yes, tonight we're not going to mess around. I'm not going to be chatting too much. I just want to say hello, tell you guys a little bit what's going on. Also, by the way, I got another monitor, actually it's over here. That's just for my mod chat. And then I actually have a third computer, my Mac over here, which is also running the music. So I've got actually like a 3 PC setup now, which is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. It also does video editing and allows me to upload to YouTube and all that kind of cool stuff. But let's just dive right in. Let's not mess around. Pow! Let's go right to the gaming. Let's get in here. Here's my guy hanging out. Let's just do a little rotate around here. Hanging out right now at Tavernian Boathouse. Look at that. We got ourselves some purifiers going now. We're going to be making that big money. Going to be making that big money. And I'm going to, of course, be showing you all my best tips here in-game. Now, if the sound gets wonky, if it gets too loud, it gets too low, it gets too in between, you let me know because we're doing a bit of testing as well in the new setup here. So if my mic's too loud or whatever it is, you let me know. Or it's too soft, let me know. So yeah, I got 2 PCs and a Mac backing me up. And of course, I will be doing a video and I'll actually take a shot of all my machines and everything I have set up here. And you guys can actually see at least the Mega PC down below. Got links to all the stuff and all that. Because whenever you're looking at somebody's computer, and I think this is what I like to see. When you're looking at somebody's computer, you know, you want to click on the link and like go look at whatever it is they have, right? So I put all the links in there. I took all that extra time to do that for you guys. I hope you enjoy that. So enjoy. So let's get started. Now, where do we leave off here in Fallout 4? Well, we had just kind of come over here to Tavernian Boathouse. We had then kind of circled down here. We were doing some of the Brotherhood quests because we're trying to further the Brotherhood line a bit. We went over here to College Square. We died once. This would added our 44th death. But then we were owning it up pretty good. We had Piper over there, and she was annihilating everybody. And I killed a few. But Piper really was owning it up. That's why I love her. She's so awesome. I always try to romance her because she has an amazing perk as well, Lover's Embrace, that I want to get as well later on. But she does an amazing job, and I love to give her the chain laser gun too because she just owns it up on Super Mutants. Super Mutants. So here we are at Tavernian Boathouse, and what we're doing is we're just trying to upgrade it right now. We're trying to basically get as many water purifiers set up as possible. So last night we had a bit of technical difficulties. We had a glitch in the game that wouldn't allow me to get my purified water. I couldn't sell over at Covenant. We had all sorts of issues, but we solved them. We solved them. We found our way around it. And if you want to watch that, you can watch my replay on YouTube or here on Twitch as well. But it helps me if you watch it on YouTube, by the way. Helps me much better if you watch it on YouTube. All right, so here we are. Let's go ahead and turn our sound on. Let's get started. Now, here's what we got so far. We've got 3 of them going, and we have got Boom, 138 water running right there. Now you might be like, wow, Kismet, that's a lot of water. Why are you doing so much water? Now some of you might be going, Kismet, that's not a lot of water at all. I got like 1,300 water going. I got like 2,000 water going right now. Big deal. Well, I'm only little baby level. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I'm only little baby level right now. At least I consider it the baby level. I'm only level 19. Level 19, and I'm already putting in the larger water purifiers. I've already got a lot of my settlements already at maximum at just barely starting the game. At least I consider it barely starting the game. We've barely done anything really other than really get an amazing, probably the best start I've ever gotten in Fallout 4. Now, we're also playing in the hardest mode. We're playing in the survival mode, the new survival mode. Because you got to watch out for your food, got to watch out for all of your other stuff. You've really got to watch out because you can die super easily in here. If I get hit once or twice, certain mobs can one-shot me, certain mobs take a couple of hits and I'm dead. Now I'm also, just to make it even more hard, I'm also playing in melee mode, which means that I can't kill anybody with a rifle, right? I can't kill them with a rifle and I can't kill them with a pistol. I have to kill them with a melee weapon, which is very, very hard, by the way. Especially when you first start off and you want to go and clear out, you go over to Corvega and you try to do Corvega melee mode. It's pretty tough, especially someone like me who doesn't typically play melee mode. Now, I'm trying to get the blocking down so I can block and then hit and block and hit, which I find much better than VATS because VATS only get 1 or 2 hits. But if I can learn to block, then somebody attack me, I block it, and then I hit them, and I block it, and I hit them, and I block it and hit them. So we're going to be working on that, and it may cause my death counter to go up rapidly tonight. So we'll find out. We'll see how it goes. All right. Oh, we got a bonus already for you guys going out and retweeting. Now, again, you do get a bonus, and also if you do subscribe and follow on Twitter and subscribe on YouTube, you do earn Kiss Caps all the time just by hanging out in the stream, just by being subscribed, so you guys can use for awesome giveaways and that kind of stuff. Speaking of that, let's see. I see that, Amir Dave. Sometimes I will be talking to the stream, and I will be there. Oh, someone did a redemption, too. Oh, I like that. Oh, thank you, K. Eddie. You put in a suggestion of a reward. Oh, very nice. Very nice. All right, so we tried to do a bonus, and it wasn't working, so let's go ahead and try it again, everybody. There we go. Now working now. I don't know what's going on with Revel lately. Sometimes I got to stop it and restart it again. But thanks for having my back, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for that. There we go. There we go. All right, so Revlo is up and running. I say we give everybody an extra 150 just for being awesome. And because Revlo was down for the every minutes we've been going so far for 10 minutes, let's give them an extra bit of Kiss Caps to give them a boost for hanging out here at the top of the stream. So we're going to get into some serious trouble today. We're going to get into some trouble. We're going to go around. We're going to do some, of course, you know me. You know me. Of course, we're going to be doing some settlements. And, of course, we're going to be doing some adventuring around as well. I have no idea. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start by seeing if we can do any more of our water purifiers. And you'll see me just constantly work on water purifiers from here on out because that is my major income source. Now, this ain't no free ride. This ain't no free ride. These people got to work. These people got to go to work here and make me some money. So let's go ahead and put the water purifier down. And then we'll go ahead and link the water purifier to this one. And we've got a slight problem with at least one of them. This one now is, that one is offline. Nope, that one's got one. We got one. Let's see, we got power of 23. And I tie all my power together just to make sure. So we've got 10 up there and 10 over here. Oh, that's right. We had put an extra 10 in there. So basically we got 5, 10, 15, 20 power is what we need. And we have a 10 there and a 10 there. So we have 20 power and we're good to go. Now, I need more screws to get that going on, so I need to buy a whole bunch of those eventually because I also will need those for the power. So let's go ahead and look at the power here. Let's see what we can do on our large ones. Of course, more screws. So we've really got to get out there and get a whole lot of screws. Now, again, one of the things I was trying to show yesterday was the fact that what it will do is it will dump every few days. It'll dump the purified water here into the workbench. So we're going to go ahead and look and see if we've got any purified water in there right now. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we took it all out and got the money instead. Right now I've got 1726, which is looking good. And we need to make a screws run. We need to make a screws run. We also need to take some stuff with us, whatever we want to take with us to sell. All right, and we're going to go ahead and find my girl here. Where's she hanging out? There she is. Oh, stuck on something. I'm stuck on the cow. There's a cow in the way. Where'd she go? She's like a ninja. Ah, there she is. Stuck up on me. She's like a ninja. Turn the game sound down here a bit. There we go. This way they're not talking over me. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk to Piper. Let's make sure that we've cleared her of all her stuff, because I often forget to get her stuff back from her. Oh, I took her ammo too. I just noticed I took all her ammo away. Got to give her ammo back. So she's got some fusion cells, but she does not have any shotgun bullets. So we're going to need to get that back to her as well. So we drop all that stuff that we just took from her. And let's go through. Let's go ahead and get rid of our grenades for now, though I do like to keep those on me usually. And because I am playing kind of a mixed thing. Oh, there's purified water. Still got 41 left. Let's keep that. Anything else we can get rid of? Nope. I've got my bobby pins, which is good. Fusion cells. I don't need to have fusion cores, but I want to give her the fusion cells and the shotgun ammo. So let's do that while we're at it. And let's get that going on. Right here. All right. And what else we got? Anything? Ammo. Okay, fusion cells and shotgun shells. There we go. Now she's got a combat shotgun and the Righteous Authority. I'm going to tell her to go ahead and equip the combat shotgun for right now. Eventually I will get her the Overseer's Guardian. But for right now we're going to just do this. So I've got some purified water. I got some stem packs. Now what else can I get to go and sell to the vendor to make some money? So this stuff I want to keep, except for the knuckles. I want to keep the grenades because I'm going to be using grenades. I've got a ton of apparel. I don't need the athletic outfits. I don't need these harnesses. The metal stuff I'm keeping. Keeping. Those are keeping just for fun. And that's all stuff that I'm keeping. And let's look here under AIDS. Now I need, under the AIDS stuff. So ton of that. Water farming, exactly. Kiz will purify his wasteland bank account. Exactly. Well, I'll be making 100,000 bottle caps every few days in game once I have my purifiers built up in my various settlements. You guys will watch me do it. I don't cheat. I don't shortcut. I don't use third-party mods. I don't need to do any of that, and neither do you, because you can do it totally legit. You can do it totally legit without resorting to cheating. Hey, Chris, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? Sure I didn't miss anybody. Making sure I didn't miss anybody saying hello. Not bad, kid, says Epic. Vault Boy would approve. That's right, he'd give you one of these. He'd give you one of those is what he would do. Wow, thanks for the caps. You're welcome, Hyperthyroid. Thanks for hanging out. Pika says, what's your favorite games without Fallout and Elder Scrolls series? What's my favorite game? Ugh. That is a tough one. If you would like to know that, it's actually down below the screen. My favorite game of all time is Ultima 4. It is the RPG that started it all. It's the godfather of all RPGs. It's the very first one. At least the first modern one, anyway. That is why it's my favorite game. Now, my favorite game right now, I would say my favorite PC game is still Fallout 4 single player. This is still my favorite game. It is so incredibly fun. Though I do like Fallout New Vegas. I do like Fallout 1. A lot of fun. But, I don't know, because of the building. Because if I had to rate Fallout 4 just without the settlement building, it would probably be like a 9 or 10. Pretty great. Super fun game to play through. Storyline and the jetpack is really fun. And modding your armor and all the other features that it has along the storyline and whatnot. Is super fun. And the fact that you have a bunch of different storylines, you have all this DLC, you have a bunch of different endings, so you can play it through different ways each time. But I would say with settlements, it's like a 15 out of 10. It is so incredibly fun. I love building. I really do. It's just so incredibly fun, and I'm really good at it. I'm really good at it, as you will find out. You will be making a ton of cash, just like me. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we can get rid of. Let's go ahead and get rid of this gourd blossom. We'll go ahead and get our food out of here, too. And we'll go ahead and make some food. I take all my food out, except for my carrots and corn. I'll leave that in there. Medex, Mentats, we can sell that. Moldy food. Let's just get all this stuff out of here. Mute fruit. Yeah, we'll sell some mute fruit, too. Let's go. Nuka-Cola. Now, what I do is I do what I call clean house. I just go in there and I just take everything out that I know that I'm going to just get rid of eventually. Now, this is typically what I keep. My carrots, my corn, so I can make vegetable soup. Now, I also need a ton of dirty water, and you'll see me start to buy dirty water and also bottles to make dirty water with as we go along tonight. Is there anything else in here? That's just miscellaneous stuff, and there's a whole bunch of junk. Speaking of bottles, there's some bottles right there. So let's go ahead and pull the bottles out, too, while we're at it. And we'll go ahead and utilize those bottles to make ourselves some serious amount of stuff here. Actually, I turned my sound down so far, I can't even hear it now. What's up with that? Or did I mute it again? Did I mute it again? I don't know. Let's just keep getting the bottles, and then we'll check that in a second. Bottles. So one of the things that's a little annoying, though, is the fact that you have to go in and micromanage these bottles and try to find them in here and pull them out of here, which is kind of a bummer. I wish it was separate now, so you could you can grab it very separately. But eventually, you will see me build the giant sorting machine. It'll actually sort the entire workshop. We'll get that going here in a bit. I think that's probably good for now. I do have plenty of vegetable soup. You want to have plenty of vegetable soup. It's one of the easiest things to make early in the game, especially when you're building up like Abernathy Farm. So you're building up Abernathy Farm so that you can have a lot of carrots and a lot of potatoes so that you can go in and make that vegetable soup. And it makes it incredibly good. Boom. Hey, Maze Ducks, what's up? Says hi, Kismet. Kiz, you got screws from Piper. Oh, I did. That's right. That's right. I had given her a bunch. Cool. That is right. I'm gonna have to make some more stuff. I'm considering survival mode soon. Well, just be prepared to die a lot, Serene Taurus. But hey, if you follow my my channel, you follow my YouTube's my past streams, you can see exactly how I did it. Every single step, how I did it, how I got to the point I'm at now. Just expect to die a lot, but use your companion a lot. Use your companion as kind of the tank, right? You send them out there, you let them all shoot your companion, and while they're shooting your companion, you run up there and you chop their head off. And Harold right there is thinking, this is a cool channel. I'm going to go ahead and drop the dragon hammer, crush that follow button, and become part of the Kismet army. Show him some love in the chat, everybody. Show Harold some love. How are you, Kismet? Says Maze Duck. I am doing awesome. I've got my new incredible setup. And I seem to be shrunk down here. Hold on. Let me get myself up just a little bit here. Why am I so shrunk down in here? Here I go. What? That's not me. That's not me. That's the stealth boy. Why am I so shrunk down in my chair? There we go. You can see I've got my Overburden with Kiz Caps t-shirt on. I love my Overburden shirt. So we're going to get started here. I was shrunk down there for... That was kind of weird. I was like Kilroying it there almost. Okay, so we got to deal with some of our conditions first before we go. Let's see, figure out why my sound is not on. Let's get my sound back on. Or down too low, maybe. Oh, I hear a cow. There we go. Okay, I can hear it again. Okay, so we got all the stuff out of here that we could sell. And we got the aid stuff out, but we still need to look at our ammo, which we don't have any of. We've also got mods that we can take out of here. Are we going to use an Assaultron head? Are we going to use a left arm? Are we going to use a laser short barrel? Are we going to use any of these things? Maybe. But, I don't know. I feel like I should sell them just because I need the cash. Let's just go and sell them. If we need them, we can make some more later. Now, of course, we got fusion cores. We want to see if any of these fusion cores are at 1 or 2%. If they are, I just sell them to the vendor. And I've apparently already have all the ammo and sold all the ammo already. I think we did that last night. Yeah, we did. And I think we're good to go. And let's go ahead and check again and see if we have enough screws for maybe another. Oh, we got another power thing we can do. So I always start with power first because there's no reason to make a water purifier if you don't have enough power. Now, if you notice how I put my power up like this, eventually I'll build them a nice little place to hold all this power and everything if I kind of run out of space here. I hate putting stuff on the ground. All right, so let's go ahead and just build them a nice little space for all this power. Now, this time I try to build differently every single time. I don't try to build the exact same thing because that's boring. As a builder, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, it's just about building. It's not about doing the same thing every time because that's the most efficient. If you're a builder, you build. That's just what you do, right? So what I'm going to do is go ahead and build a nice little place right here. And I'm going to start just basically with some stairs like this. And I often start this way. Oh, let's go ahead and take that out of there. I often start this way just to get an idea of what you want. Now, don't worry so much about the base, meaning don't worry so much what's at the bottom first, because you can waste hours, and I've done it. I've wasted hours working on the bottom of stuff, the support area of whatever it is you're doing, only to realize that I should have worked on the top part first, got what I wanted, and then work on the supports afterwards, which is what I'm going to do. So we'll go up here, and we're going to just start just basically with some wood floors. Let's go ahead and just kind of put a wood floor here and see if we can just do kind of what I call an open power area. All right, now in Fallout 4, what happens is you can have stuff that's floating. Now, probably a lot of you and me, that drives me crazy. So I usually can't handle that for long. I have to fix it. And I know some of you are the same way. So what I'm going to do is just basically make a platform up here for my power, up out of the way so it doesn't get destroyed when they attack. All right? And I think I'm too far away. So I'm going to go ahead and make another wood floor just so I can get closer. And then maybe I can get close enough. No, still not close enough. There we go. So basically I can put that into the workbench. Now I didn't destroy it. I didn't, basically I didn't deconstruct it or trash it. What I did was I went in and I stored it in the workbench. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way so you guys are not, it's not blocking the stuff at the bottom there. I stored it in the workbench so then I can just easily grab it out again. And the way you know you stored it in the workbench is pretty easy. Now I'm going to do some red arrow hype. Here we go, right here, red arrow hype. Boom, that's right, I go above and beyond in my stream. I use nice visuals, cues, so you don't have to look all over the screen. Look, it's right there, right there. It's pointing right at that 2. That means I have 2 of those stored in the workbench. I don't, you know, you can store an infinite amount of stuff basically in the workbench. I mean, there is an actual limit, but basically it's infinite because it is so much stuff that most people would not reach that limit. But over here, you can see that I've got a 2 there. That means I have 2 of these power things stored in there, so I can just put them in the workbench and then take them out and then use them at this location. I cannot use them at other locations. I would have to scrap them for the basic materials if I wanted to use them elsewhere. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the power up here, and then I'm going to tie that power together. Now I'm going to build 3 of them straight across here because I have the ability to make more. And I'm going to go ahead and tie them across. Now I could build one that is a lot better as well. What? The Doc Croc has been subscribed for 3 months, showing that love in the chat. Thank you so much for that, Doc Croc. Getting highs, hanging out. What's up, man? Kismet game audio seems to be muted. Yes, I had to turn down a bit because it talks over me. Maze Dex is glad you're doing. My girlfriend broke up. Oh, no. Kismet streams are always good for cheering me up. Man, there ain't no pain that hurts like that. There ain't no pain like that. I have dated some crazy girls in my life. They're all crazy, basically. The ones I dated, anyway. They were crazy. They were awesome. Artists, but crazy. Luckily, I found one who wasn't as crazy. She can't hear me. She's not watching the stream either. And married that one. I married that one. Been with her 25 years. But she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. But, yeah, there ain't no pain like that, man. And I'm sorry that happened to you. I know that's tough. But you know what? She probably didn't deserve you anyway. There you go. That's what I say. If you break up with someone, they probably didn't deserve you anyway. So go find somebody else who does appreciate you and deserve you. Go out there and make the best of it because, I can tell you, man, there ain't no hurt like that. I've been in excruciating pain before in my life, having gallbladder pain and also other conditions like that. And I can tell you, that's excruciating pain. Like you pass out from that pain. But that's nothing compared to getting hurt by somebody. Getting hurt by somebody, oh, it just lingers forever. But eventually, you know, over time, you forget about them. You know, they kind of fade from your memory, and you kind of forget what they look like, and you forget how they are, and all of that pain that is like clumped up right now in your heart will start to kind of dissipate over time. It will. But sometimes you'll think of them and it'll still hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I tell the truth here in the stream. It'll still hurt from time to time, but it will hurt less over time. I'm telling you. Kismet makes easy things to follow. Exactly. That's right. The original Red Arrow's retired and living it up in Savannah, Georgia. There you go, hyperthyroid. Yes, now I've got the transparent one. I hope you guys like it, because I do get do forget and leave it on. But look, you can see me through it now. So if I do accidentally leave it on, you can still see through it because it's transparent. So there we go. And I do a lot of advanced 3D graphics and all that kind of fun stuff here in the stream as well. There's the Doc Croc. Now you guys know what we need to do, right? You guys know what we need to do when somebody is subscribed to the channel. Someone shows the channel some love by hitting that donate button saying, Kismet, I love what you do, man. I either want to get you to TwitchCon or I want to get you and your mods to TwitchCon, which is the reason why it's set so high. I want to try to get my mods there as well. And I want to show them some love. So what we do is we show them some love right back, right in the chat. Let's get ready to do it. Oh, my first love train with my new setup. Here we go. 3, 2, 1 is for you, Doc Croc. You get the very first one. Let's do it. Oh, I got to press the right button. Pressing the right buttons help. All right, right buttons. Let's try that again. And go. There it is. Let's start it over. All right, blow up the chat. Now, if you've never done the love train here on Kismet Stream, what you want to do is you want to throw your favorite emotes in the channel. Put @DocCroc and throw in there some love. Throw some hearts. Throw some doggies. Throw some Doritos. Throw your favorite emotes from your favorite streamers right there in that chat, showing that support for the people who support this stream. All right? Show Doc Croc. He's a long time supporter of the stream. Amazing guy. Make sure to show him some love in the chat. Let's do it. I want to see you guys blow up that chat. Blow it up. Paperback Jar saying hi, kids in chat. Oh, I love this chat over here. I love it. I love to be able to see everything you guys are saying to me. So awesome. All right, let's play. Let's get back to it. I've tied these together, and now we're going to go ahead and tie these into right down here. Try to get the closest one, but we can't hit it. Jump down. Can't quite get that one. Can't get that one. So we've got to be able to get a clear line of sight. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of rotate these. Try to rotate it in there using my mouse buttons. Hit the space bar. And if you use your scroll wheel, you can try to tie it up there. Now, it's not quite working. Oh, thank you, Ryan Barry, for the host. Thanks for blowing up the stream, getting me one step closer to that sub button. So let's keep on working. Again, don't worry about the bottom part yet. We'll get that. Don't worry. I'll fix it. I'll fix it for you guys. You can't handle it floating. I will fix it. Now, we got a bit of a problem. The actual power lines are in the back. We can't have them in the back. We got to turn it around. So we're going to pick this one up, turn it around, get it going the right direction. Now we got the back that way, and now we can just tie it right down into here. Oh, it still can't tie it. It's too far. It's too far. So let's jump back down there. Try to bring it forward a little bit. There we go. Try to tie it up there. Get up there. Run back up there again. So basically you want to tie your power up real high and try to make it where it doesn't conflict like that. See, it's going through the thing. So it can't go through there. Let's try it over here now. Oh, that one we can do. There we go. So we've got to have a clear line of sight through that kind of open area there. And we're good. Now let's go ahead and see if we can do any more water purifiers. Oh, we can do one more. Let's do it. Now that we have enough power, we can actually have enough power for 2 more. Now I can go in here and very super efficiently tie these together and make them so they're so close and perfectly aligned and all that stuff. And I usually do that later. But when I'm just explaining it, I just kind of do it like this. So now we're up to 218 water. Just so you know, that's 2,000 caps we're producing every couple days just at this one settlement. Now, at some point, this settlement will basically produce over 1,000 purified water, which is 10,000 caps every few days in game. Totally legit. No cheating, no shortcutting, no third-party mods. That's how much you can make just at this one settlement. Now, of course, across all of the settlements, you're going to be making about 100,000 bottle caps every few days in game. All right, so we got that going. We have plenty of power here. We've got a bunch of those down there. We actually have enough power to do even another purifier. And we got that going. Now, for those who have ADD and who can't handle floating stuff, we will go ahead, take this out, and we will put some supports up here. Now, I love the concrete kit. It is my favorite kit of all of them, where we can go in and just basically take this and put it up here. Now, you're like, oh, wait a minute, Kismet. Why doesn't it snap, bro? It's not snapping because it doesn't snap. It doesn't snap. The concrete kit does not snap properly, at least this column, does not snap properly to the wood kit. So what you need to do is you need to use something in the concrete kit that does snap to it, which is one of these walls. So we'll go in and we'll snap the wall in, like so. And then we'll snap another wall over here, underneath, also like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to use pieces as kind of like scaffolding or parts that we use temporarily so we can get the parts that we want, all right? So that we use some concrete walls just so we can get to the smaller stuff, like this. And we're going to snap that in there, which is going to perfectly align it there. And then, of course, now that we have that there, we can then snap those ones together. Now, you might be saying, Kismet, it's a little hard to see, and I understand. You're like, Kismet, it's hard to see when you're doing it in the dark. Well, that's because it gets dark. What can I say? So I'm going to say I'm going to trade some items with this person, and I'm not going to do it at all. I'm going to just get in this bed, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward time just to make it easy on you guys to see what I'm doing, because I am aware that it's difficult to see at night. Oh, bonus 150 Kids Cats for everybody for being awesome. One more retweet for 200 free Kids Caps. Wow, you guys are earning those Kids Caps like nobody's business. You guys can be ready for some giveaways. You're going to be ready to win some stuff. It's Telso says, I just killed a doctor by myself and got 20 Radaway and 20 stem packs. Oh, there you go. I don't think I've ever killed the doctor on purpose. I have accidentally killed my doctor. They came up and they said, you're all better now. And I was trying to skip the dialogue, right? So I'm pressing the left button, left button, trying to skip the dialogue, and they go, you're all better. And I'm like, thank you. Pow! And then killed him by mistake. And, of course, all my settlers, of course, attacked me. So there we go. Now, some of you are also looking over there at that bar. And you're going, Kismet, why are you not taking care of your water? Why are you not taking care of your food? Because I'm not taking any damage yet. You don't, even in the new survival mode, you don't have to worry about that every second. I'm not fighting anything. I'm not taking any damage. Until I start taking damage, until I need to go and use my action points over there, I don't need to worry about food and water. And I can take care of them in a second because I have plenty of vegetable soup, I have plenty of food, and I have plenty of water. Because I can just go over here. If I want to solve my water problem, I walk over here to the water pump, and I pump the water pump, and I drink right out of it. Watch, right up here. If it's working. Sometimes it gets glitched. Let's see. And of course, the one I choose is glitched. What do you think the chances of that are? All right, let's choose one of these over here. Now, if they do get glitched, like it is right now, there it goes. If it does get glitched, you store it in the workbench, then you take it out, you put it back down again, and then if you don't see that bar that's happening way up there at the top of the screen about the you feel better, that you're parched and all that, then you just store it in the workbench, put it back down, and then it will work properly. So there we go. So I took care of the water just like that. And the same thing with food. Until I start to take damage, I don't worry about it. And I used to worry about it right at the very beginning of the game because I was so paranoid about it. But after a while, I become very not so worried about it, as you can see. There we go. Doc Rock says, glad to support the channel, Meredith. The school year has been super tough for me to get on, but I like the sport either way. Well, thank you, Doc Rock, one of my long-time original supporters. Make sure to show him love every time you see him in the stream. Anybody who hits that donate button, anybody who hits that subscribe button, make sure to show them not only love when they hit that button, but every time you see him in the stream, because they're the ones that keeping it going. They really are. They're really ones that keep it going. All the donations, everything just goes right back into the stream or goes towards special events like TwitchCon or like the fact that my PC had died. We put it all back in the stream, try to keep the stream going. That's what we do up in here. All right. So there we go. So we got that taken care of, and we want to go ahead and continue on where you guys can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. This is what I was doing. So I used 2 walls to kind of use it as scaffolding. And let me go ahead and get into the workshop, if it lets me. Dog meat is right in my way. There we go. So I'm also going to hit Tab. I was going to say, do I want to store it? I'm going to hit E on the PC to store it in the workbench. And now we're kind of doing these straight up lines here, or concrete things. And then the great thing about the concrete kit, look at that. It puts it perfectly right into the ground. I don't have to, you know, fool around like you have to do with the steel and the wood, where it doesn't quite match up with the ground and you got to like make it work, right? You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that in the concrete kit, and that's why it's my favorite kit. And then we still have those walls because I didn't scrap them. I just stored them in the workbench. I rarely ever scrap anything. Only if I'm really low on resources do I do that. Thank you, Meredith, for hosting the channel and blowing it up with that nuke. Appreciate it. So again, we're going to use our 2 walls here as kind of like guides to help us snap that in. Like so. And then we'll go ahead, get the smaller one, and try to do it while floating, which is not easy. Oh, was close. Close. Oh, it's trolling me. It's trolling me. Okay. All right, 1 for 4 there, guys. 1 for 4. But that's okay, because now I can just store these other ones in there, in the workbench. And once I got that started, I can get up out of the water here. Come on, out of the water. I can get up out of the water. I can store this properly. And then now that I have that wall there, I can very easily connect it to the bottom by using my scroll wheel. And then I'll run it right into the water here. Like so. And if you really want to be, you know, nitpicky, you can jump in the water and swim down. And make sure that you got that support all the way down. Because we don't want nobody to say, hey, Kismet, does that go all the way into the ground? I'll be like, yeah, it does. Goes all the way down into the ground. There we go. Proper support. We don't want any ADD kicking in. And again, we're just going to rinse and repeat. Use it as a guideline. Bingo. I'm just using the same 2 walls over and over again. And again, we get to go play in the water. Very difficult to do this in the water, because the water starts to push you around. Come on, I'm clicking the button. Oh, you're so feisty. There we go. This one I'm just going to go ahead and finish out real quick. That one looks like it goes all the way down in there, but let's double check. Yeah, it looks good. About as good as we're going to get that one. And, oh, let's get our concrete walls back. Hitting tab and E. Now, you can hit tab and return, but I hit E on PC, or you can hit your action key. Whatever your action key is on PC or on Xbox to lock that in. Now, also, I could go up on top as well, by the way, and do this. Oh, that was fail. That was some fail right there. Come on, snap in there. Snap in there. Again, see, notice how I'm kind of drifting in the water? That makes this really tough. Makes it tough, but it is possible. Just have patience. You can always store it back in the workbench. You can always use it again. Come on, there we go. Throw that back in the workbench. Try to not be underwater. Throw these back in the workbench. And again, I try to do things differently each time. I've never built it exactly like this, though, you know, I can totally see this in my head. It's not very hard to build. Exactly how to do that. Oh, I think we're going to have to... Yeah, we can't put another one there. Okay, well, we'll just call that good. And there we go. So we've got some supports around it. It looks pretty legit. I think that's good. So again, we can go ahead and put this up here. We're going to go ahead and just stack our power up here. Eventually, I will get the more powerful stuff and do that as well. She wasn't my doctor, said it's T-Slow. There you go. She was by herself. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Okay, and then another thing I'm going to do is actually remove the stairwell. I will not leave the stairwell up there and make it easier for them to go up there and blow up my stuff. Right? I'll go ahead and take the stairwell out. Now, you might be like, Kismet, wait a minute. Why aren't you building your people a house? Well, too bad for them. They don't get a house until later, until I have enough resources to support giving everybody a house and getting everybody a nice place to live. Right now, they get to live in this broken down shack, and they're lucky to have it. They're lucky to have it because they're not out getting shot. I'm out getting shot, and they're just chilling out here at the settlement. And they're having the benefit of all my hard work, and they better get to work in here or they're out of the settlement. I'll send them over to Boston Airport, the most useless settlement in the game. But there we go. So that's basically how I do my power. I put the power up high and then do lots of water purifiers. We did a whole lot of stuff there, and you know what you do when you do a whole lot of stuff? You save. So let's go over here to the bed. Let's go ahead and save all of that. And then let's run around over here, and let's see if we've got any purified water. Now, I check it all the time to see if that purified water pops up in here so that I know I can just go ahead and use it to run and sell it to the vendor. Now, speaking of vendors, I've got my vendor out here. Now, you might wonder, why do you have your vendor out here? Why do you have like a stove here and this chair all just out in the middle of nowhere? Well, I put that stuff at the edge of the settlement because a lot of times what I'll do is just run in, talk to the vendor, and then run right out again. So I don't want it to be really far where I have to go really far distance to do that. And the same thing when you're overburdened, like happened to me last night, I don't want to have to walk all the way back to the actual workbench itself. I put those stoves on the edge, which I call the quick bench. Put those little cheap stoves right on the edge of the on the edge of the settlement. This way, when you're walking through, you can get to the actual workbench as fast as possible. Get all that stuff off of you so you don't die from taking all that damage. All right, so we've got my girl here, but she's not reset yet. I already grabbed all her caps, so she doesn't have anything I can get. But she does have the ability to do something that I do need. So let's do that. And that's the ability to cure me. Now, one of the very first things I do in the settlement, when I'm able to, is to create the person who can cure me. Because you get a lot of conditions in Fallout 4, especially in the new survival mode. You constantly have them all the time. And sometimes I'll cure them, then I'll go and sleep, and I'll have them straight back again. Just that quick.
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, Doctor.
What's feeling wrong
nothing.
today? What can you tell me?
All right, now you see my condition is now removed over there. Now the only thing I need to do now is make some food and eat that food. Now one of the things I can do is go here and do the cooking stove if I want to, but first I have to make some dirty water. Now dirty water I think is worth more than gold in the entire game because it is one of the most difficult things to get. Because you can use your bottles like I'm doing right now. I took a bunch of bottles out of the workbench that I was saving up. And this function right here, fill bottle, I'm going to go ahead and just do that. I'm going to hit R a whole bunch of times. And up here at the top, you can see that it's adding dirty water. And you're going to see it pop up and say Nuka-Cola bottle removed, and etc., 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 etc. All right, let me turn the game sounds off because she keeps talking over me. She only talks to me whenever I'm talking to you guys. That's when she wants to get all chatty, Ada. Ada wants to constantly talk to me all the time. With her talkity-talk-talk in my ear. Hey, Heemfoam, what's up? Thanks for hanging out in the stream. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going ahead and fill up. I'm going to convert all of my loose bottles, just anything that says the word bottle at the end. And I'm going to go ahead and convert it into dirty water so I can make vegetable soup. Now, I usually carry about 20 vegetable soup with me everywhere because it not only does it heal me, but it also does food and water simultaneously at the same time. So I like to have that so I can cure both at the same time. Now, if you only need food or if you only need water, do not use your vegetable soup because it's a waste. It's a waste to use it. Unless you're in dire straits and that's all you have. But I suggest to not use it. I'm also going to show you a little trick about dirty water. You do not want to leave your dirty water in the workbench because they will drink your dirty water and then you will not have it. So empty bottles are worth more than gold. Now, notice how my weapon came out? That's because the option to actually fill the bottles are done because I'm out of bottles. And then it comes out with your weapon, tells you you're actually done, you're out of bottles. But now I have a bunch of dirty water, so I'm going to run over here. And we're going to make some vegetable soup. And let me turn my sound back on again. There we go. And let's go ahead and craft some vegetable soup. And something weird going on with my game here. It was a little glitchy there for making vegetable soup. But basically it takes potatoes, carrots, and some dirty water right there. Now you can see I've got 245 carrots, 53 dirty water, and potatoes. So I'm going to use it all. I'm going to use all the dirty water and just do this really fast and make a ton of vegetable soup. And this is what I focus on in the beginning of the game, having plenty of vegetable soup, so I'm not worried about food and water anymore. I will not have to worry about food and water for the whole rest of the game, because I will have plenty of vegetable soup, like so. I will actually start buying dirty water eventually as well. When I can't find bottles, I will use that instead. And oh, and I should have also cooked some of this other food. Let's do that as well. Okay, we're gonna roast all this other stuff we have, like bloat flies, blood bugs. What else we got? We got rad roach. Just random stuff. Now, do I focus on certain food? Nah, I focus on whatever's available. Is really what I do, because I don't really get into it. Like, you know, I don't, you know, oh well, I want to make a ton of this so I can have 10 AP for 30 minutes, or you know, I want to have this so it can cure my addictions, or you know. Or like Marla omelet. Oh, well, I get 50 AP back from that. I don't really focus it on that much, though you totally could. If you really wanted to, you totally could. Oh, and let's check the utility here. The utility one here is vegetable start, which is adhesive. Notice also that I'm producing a lot of mute fruit and corn and purified water and potatoes for this also, so I can make a massive amount of adhesive myself. Now, another thing that you can make, if I have that station, I'm not sure I have one here. Let's go ahead and double check. Let's just make another one. Or make one, if I don't have one here. Not the trader. We'll go ahead and make the chemistry station. And we'll also craft in there, and we will look under the utility, which is oil you can make from this cutting fluid, right? So if you have enough bones, which I have a whole bunch, I have purified water now and a ton of steel, I can make a ton of oil. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that right now and use all that up. And again, another great thing about finding lots and lots of bone is to make this oil. Now I have massive amount of oil. And you're like, Kismet, well, what do you use oil for? Well, I use it for the kill box. So now that means the Kismet kill box, which is basically a whole bunch of really awesome turrets. Now I can make 12 more turrets. And the kill boxes are right up here. You can go ahead and see. Oh, I'm overburdened. Overburdened. Wouldn't be a Kismet stream if I wasn't overburdened. Let me drop some of that stuff in there. There we go. So I've got the Kismet kill box right up here. Now what the Kismet kill box does is it is elevated turrets. These elevated turrets are on a very skinny platform. That means they can shoot in 360 degrees. Does not matter in which direction they are facing. They can now fire in that direction. Now you see I've got some people standing guard over there. I've got a kill box right here. This kill box could guard this whole entire area. But just in case some people show up way over there and I need some additional support because I have a lot of water being produced here, I do need more defense. I am going to do what I call a switchback. Switchback basically means it's like a switchback ladder. So we're going to go ahead and make a ladder. Let's go ahead and make one in the concrete kit. I love the concrete kit. It is so amazing. And we're going to make basically a ladder that goes up and then kind of goes up one higher, right? So we're going to go ahead and take this one out and take this little one out. And we're going to need to kind of use a small platform to start it off with. So that's roof. We need floors. There we go. So we're going to do a kind of a little small platform here, right here in the middle. That dude like, hey, wait a minute. You took the stairs away, bro. And it's going to kind of go down here into our crops. So we're going to need to kind of move our crops a little bit out of the way. You don't really have to. You could leave them there. I don't know. I'm just a bit of a purist. I have to move it. That's just me. But again, you can do whatever you want. So there we go. Now we've got this here going up to here. Looks great. Looks great. Looks great. Now we're going to go ahead and also put another stairwell right here. And then here comes the switchback where we put a platform here and a platform here. And then these platforms up here will become our second kill box. You can configure this 1,000 different ways, and you guys who have been watching me a long time have watched me do this 1,000 different ways. But now what we're going to do is we're going to put them way out on the edge here to defend this whole side of the building. So if anything comes from behind, we can blast it over there. We could have used it the other day when we were getting killed over here. And then this stuff back here, I will kind of put back in the, kind of more in the center. And we will literally just put a massive amount in here. Now you might be going, hey Kismet, what about the rocket ones? And what about the laser ones? Well, I will do those later when I have more resources. But for right now, we just want to stack this with a whole lot of defense. Now I have 118 defense. And you're like, Kismet, wait a minute. You told us before you have to add your water and food together. And then that will equal your defense. And you have to have more defense than that. Well, you do, normally. If you want to reduce the chance of it being attacked. But if you want it to be attacked, and you want it to kill everything that attacks you, then you build yourself a giant kill box and you let stuff attack. Because it's like free stuff delivery. They come running in there, they get annihilated by the kill box here. And once they get annihilated by the kill box, boom, it's free money for you. So there you go. If you haven't tried this yet, this is the one thing I would say of all the videos on my YouTube channel is to watch the kill box there and be good to go. Now some of you, like me, are going, Kismet, wait a minute, that's floating. No, you can't do that. Don't worry. I'm going to take care of it right now. I'm going to take care of it. I know some of you are going, Kismet, no, you can't do that. Now again, notice how it doesn't snap. I don't know what it is about this particular piece that does not snap on the side of stuff. But again, we can go ahead and use our walls to help us be a little snapper snap. And again with the walls. There we go. And notice how it doesn't quite match up. The height length. So then we gotta start the bottom one to match the bottom one, and then try to match that top length like so. Or we can just go ahead and use it under here. Because the distance is not, it does not match these little things. So what's going to happen is, basically it's not going to really line up. Come on. So what I try to do is I try to put it at the end like this. So it still looks legit, but you know, it kind of is still a little bit higher than the platform. You know, you can only do what you can do. You know what I mean? You can only do what you can do, but that looks better. It looks more supported like you would see it, especially since it's made out of steel. And then, of course, we need to do the same thing over here on this side. By the way, another great place to put your power right here. Usually this is where I put my power, right over here in this little area, and then I'll run the power to the other side. Or I'll run it out the back here where I have purifiers, and it will chain all the way around there. Again, I try to do it different every time, but here's a great place to put your power here at Tavernier Boathouse. So that looks pretty legit. I mean, you could probably get away with that. I think actually I'm going to leave it like that. That looks fine. That looks fine. We're good. All right, and we've got a massive amount of defense. We've got 118. We've got basically a ton of heavy turrets. I do not use the normal turrets, the low-end turrets. I use the heavy turrets until I get enough resources, and then I'll start to use the laser turrets and the rocket turrets. All right. So there we go. We've got that switch back in there. Looking beautiful. Now, that'll turn and fire this direction, too. If there's a whole bunch of stuff here in the middle of the settlement, it'll get owned. Brother Wolf saying, my stairs! My stairs! But he's saying hi to him from. Reven says, hey, Kismet, I see that you love Fallout 4, but what about the other Fallouts? Actually, here's a little Kismet thing. Let me go ahead and mute that for a second. Here's a little Kismet bit of knowledge. I actually worked on a lot of the interplay stuff back in the day, including Fallout 1. That's right, I'm a graphic designer, been a graphic designer for 25 years, and I've got to work on a lot of cool things back in the day. I even get to meet the owner of Interplay, and actually used to play in a lot of tournaments that Interplay would sponsor as well, which is pretty cool. Gaming tournaments, which is pretty fun. As well as being a graphic designer. So I got to work on a lot of those Fallouts. Fallout 1, of course, I got to see before pretty much anybody did. I got to see all the packaging and everything. It was pretty awesome. Pretty amazing. And then I did play that like for endless hours. I love Fallout 1. I love that turn-based thing. I love the storyline of it. If you've never played Fallout 1, I will not spoil it for you. Please do not spoil it for anybody in the channel. That is definitely worth a retro play. Go back and play it. We actually played it a bit on the stream as well. I do like Fallout 3, New Vegas. That was a really deep storyline in that one. I have not gotten very far in it. Probably Fallout 2 and 3, I've got about 50% through. And then I got so busy with my team that I play with all the time. We do a lot of MMOs together. We've been together for 14 years with over 800 members. That's where that Kismet Ring of Destiny name comes from. I know it's a bit long, but there you go. That's where that comes from. So I do love all things Fallout. I really do. I have tons of Fallout stuff. Even my kids know I love Fallout because they give me gifts like this. Look, here's a ghoul. And if you think that's cool, look at this. There's a guy in his power armor. That's cool too. Now, if I was really cool, which you can see him right there, but you can also see him right here, I'd have a dog meat hanging out. He's like, what's up, everybody? Sup, sup? It's me. I'm also right down there. Right down there. He pops up from time to time. My buddy Dog Meat. He hangs out, has a good time in the stream. Kismet is a Wasteland FedEx. Well, actually, I have the Kismet RDS, or Robot Delivery System. If you've ever seen me do that on stream, you will see me deliver a whole bunch of stuff to different settlements by using robots, kind of like FedEx does, but FedEx of the Wasteland. So very, very similar to that. Hashtag overburdened. Oh, that's my signature move. It wouldn't be a Kismet stream if I wasn't overburdened at least 2 minutes in. Doesn't matter what game I'm playing, by the way. I played Skyrim for the first time. I know, it's amazing. I don't know, about 6 months ago, when the special edition came out. I think it was in November, actually, when it came out. And within 10, 20 minutes, I was overburdened. That was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. It was like we went in this instance, and I started collecting a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm overburdened. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and eat some food. And I'm not going to waste my vegetable soup here. I'm going to go ahead and eat some food. Oh, also I got to do a level up here. Let's go ahead and just eat some of this stuff. There we go. Still hungry. There we go. Properly fed. There we go. All my action points are coming back over there on the right. So we've also got a level up. Let's go ahead and see where we're at with our level up. Turn my sound back on. I love this ability to control all my audio now. I have 6 channels of audio running simultaneously, sound effects, music, all sorts of stuff, game sound, all sorts of stuff running simultaneously, and I have complete control over it now in my new setup, which I just, it's like a streamer's dream, because I had nothing but audio problems the whole time I've been streaming. But right now, working great, working awesome. Okay, so I got to level up. The last time we leveled up, we went way into the science line until we got right here. Now, strong back, I can't get until 20. Oh, I can get it right now. Okay, so that's what we want. Whenever strong back comes up, that's the first one I get. So there we go. Now I can use my action points to run while overburdened. So pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So we don't have to move so slow. I mean, we'll still be overburdened, but we don't have to use so much. Now let's go ahead and test it out. Let's go ahead and just grab everything out of the workbench. Pa-pow! Now notice I can still run, and I'm massively overburdened. See my action points going down over there? Oh, vault-tec is calling. Tune into Radio 88, because I just hit level 20. Because of all the stuff I was doing. So you can see my action points are going back up again, but if I let go of W and hold W down again, it will actually run and use up my action points while running and overburdened. So now the trips being overburdened right here at level 20 is when it really starts to kick in awesome. So you can super loot an entire instance. You can grab all of the stuff in one thing, and you can use your action points to get back to a settlement faster and drop all your stuff in your settlement and just make the bank. You just make absolute tons of resources. Especially here in survival mode where it's just a long walk, as you guys experienced last night, if you are overburdened. All right, let's go ahead and put also our vegetable soup away and our potatoes. All right, now we're getting down there. Now we're getting down there. Anything else we want to put back? I don't think so. I think all the rest of the stuff we want to get rid of. Got my kits I could probably put back. Let's go put those repair kits back because we're not really using those. And I try to get rid of everything else. I try not to hang on to too much stuff. What else can I put in there? What else can I put in there? JD the Bard! Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Let's show JD some love in the chat, everybody. Show him lots of love. Cool figurine. That's right, I do. My kids saw that. Oh, wait, I forgot to show you my raider. There she is. Like, sup, everybody? I'm going to raid your settlement. I'm going to raid your settlement, take all your stuff. Hand it over. Hand it over. Don't make me use it. Don't make me use it. So my kids saw that at the store, and they go, oh, Fallout. I would get that for Dad. And that's what they did. They got it for me for my birthday. I thought it was very nice. Very nice a while ago. I think it was for my birthday, or maybe it was Christmas. I forget. I'm getting old. What can I say? What can I say? All right, so what do we need to get rid of here? We need to put our army helmets back. Actually, I should put that in another thing so I don't have to keep taking that out of there. Let's go ahead and start what I call a secondary storage. And let's go ahead and put it up here upstairs. Or actually, let's just leave it out here. We can just leave it out where we have kind of a, where the workbench is. I'm going to put it over here by the workbench. I don't know, just to be different. Just to be different than what I would normally do. Okay, right here by the workbench, I'm going to go ahead and make a kind of a secondary storage. Now, I've already done this at Sanctuary when I first started, but eventually what I do is I get some containers, and I love these containers at the end here, these ones from the vault-tec. These kind of cool containers here, so I'll put a blue one down. We'll call that the kind of miscellaneous one. And then we'll put an orange one down over here. And we'll kind of use this for our settlers. Kind of store all their gear in there. There we go. So we've got a kind of a couple things there that we can use. And so we'll go in here to the file cabinet. And we'll go ahead and save some stuff that maybe we want to give to our people. Like maybe some helmets, things like that. We'll go ahead and put all that in there. We got metal army stuff here. Sentry bot, combat armor, summer sword, sunglasses. Of course, all of this power armor we'll want to put in there and fix that later. Wraparound goggles. And this stuff here we're going to sell. And now we're not overburdened anymore. All right, now the same thing here with the miscellaneous stuff. We'll go ahead and use this one to put the miscellaneous stuff. This way we don't have to keep going through it over and over again in the workbench. That's why you have these containers, to separate the stuff that is that you want to use all the time and the stuff you're really not going to use all that much. Like miscellaneous is a great example, right? You get all of this stuff that you're not really using right now, and you want to just kind of put it off into another container, get it out of the way, and if you do need it, you can always come back, but most of the time I don't. I just put it in there and then don't use it again. Another good thing is like fusion cores. Those I may need later, so I'm going to go ahead and put those with the gear. Right here. Now I'm playing kind of without power armor right now. Eventually, when I'm making so much cash that I can afford a massive amount of fusion cores, that I will start running in my power armor. But in the beginning of the game, I like to make it a little extra hard by not doing power armor in the beginning. That's just me. That's just me. That's the way I like to play. Okay, we did a whole lot again. Let's go ahead and save. Go over here, get a little sleeping going on. Wow, 20 retreats. You guys are crushing it tonight. Absolutely crushing it. Nice job. I have Sims Settlement. Oh, you want to talk Sims. Sister Wolf is the one to talk to. She loves some Sims. Loves that Sims. Let's see. How can I fix it? Does not sync. May be delayed compared to the video. Games audio is off on stream. Yeah, I keep turning it off so that I can not have Ada talk over me. What happens sometimes is she'll talk over me when I'm talking, so I will mute it so you guys can't hear it, and I can't hear it either. And then I'll unmute it, and then you guys can hear it. So there you go. So that's going to happen throughout the stream, because what happens when I'm talking, there we go, see? Whenever I start talking, that's when all the other people want to talk. And one of the things with that problem to having all your people at the same place, by the way, all of your, I'll crank it back up so you guys can hear it. Having all of your companions or robots at the same place, that they all want to talk to you simultaneously. I think that's probably one of the biggest errors of Fallout 4, is that they all talk to you. The cogs want to talk to you, and then you come out here, and then that's talking to you, and then the settler's talking to you, and then your other person's talking to you. You have like 5 people. It's like multiple personalities in your head going on. It drives me crazy. See, there goes Ada, and they're just constantly talking to you the whole time. It actually drives me just a little bit crazy, so I have to mute them from time to time.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
Ain't looking for trouble.
Talking in your ear the whole time. Imagine if you had all of your things, which I have done before. I have sent all of my companions to like Sanctuary, and they just do nothing but talk in my ear the whole time. It drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. Oh, you guys are talking about power armor. Here's a great question about power armor I get all the time. Kismet, why do your companions have like trash power armor? That's because the second I fix their power armor and I use all the resources and I burn it on their power armor, you know what's going to happen? One battle later, all of the power armor is trashed again. Then I repair it again. One battle later, it's all trashed again. So you know what I do? Is I repair it once. Once they trash it, too bad, too sad, I take it off of them and I put it in the thing. And now they're just doing the power armor frame so they can carry more. That's it. It doesn't really benefit you to burn your resources over and over and over again most of the time. Unless it's like a battle that'll actually turn the tide, which most battles are not that way. Usually I just give her, or give whoever my companion is, some power armor and let them run around in it. So there we go. We'll let them run around in it. Okay, so we got this done. What else do we need to do here? We got our power going up there above our purifiers. I think we're done. We're ready to sell some stuff. Let's check over here on our population. Let's see if everybody's working. Vocational overview. Let's see. Oh, we got 3 unemployed peeps. Oh, we got to get them doing something. Got 1 doctor. We got a caravan. We got guards. We got 1 scavenger and 3 unemployed people. Let's see if we can find something for the unemployed people to do. No jobs available. That should never happen at your settlement. You should always have something for the people to do. So the people that aren't doing anything right now, I got to give them a job. And most of you know exactly what I'm going to do. Who have watched my channel long enough know exactly what I'm going to do. That's right. Put a bunch of scavenging stations out. Now I'm going to put some over here along this outer edge. I kind of rotate these around where I usually put them. I don't know. It's kind of fun to move them in different spots each time. Now, I'm not even going to assign them to that. I'm not going to find each individual person who's not working and assign them to that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use Cogsworth to let me get by. What I'm going to do is use the management system here to assign all 3 of those people at once. So I'm going to say find jobs for the unemployed. And I'm going to assign them to scavenging. And it's going to say how many do I want to do. And I'll say all 3. Instead of going and finding each individual person. Now this is part of the vault-tec kit. vault-tec DLC. Instead of finding each individual person, boom, I just assigned them to it. And there we go. Now I've got 4 scavengers instead of just 1. Right? So all 3 of those people who are doing nothing are now doing scavenging, which means that they're collecting extra resources for me to build other stuff. So there we go. Easy. Much easier with the vault-tec thing. And there we go. They're all off doing their thing. And now I'm going to go ahead and get myself some sleep. Right here. Let's go ahead and do about 10 hours to get to the morning time. There we go. Move me over just a little bit here.
Hi, how are you?
Bit done with power armor at that point? Yeah. It's out of sync with the game sounds. Not out of sync for me. Oh, it is. Like a few seconds later.
Let me know if there's
I think it's a
anything
Fallout
you
4
need to
thing.
load,
I'd have to
or,
restart.
You know, if you need anything proofread.
Oh, don't have any ammo. Yep. Darn it. Darn it. It's always something. Always something. All right. Well, let's fix the audio before we go forward here. Let me fix it. All right. Let me go ahead and do a screen backdrop without a fallout. Reset it. Now, sometimes my game audio does get out of sync in-game. Let me reset it. Before we get out there and start shooting stuff, we want our game audio to be in sync. That would be nice. Boom. Oh, Ark's doing an upgrade. An update real quick. It always does updates. You guys can't see it, but right now it's updating. When I logged out of Fallout, it decided right now is the moment it wants to update. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's play some Fallout. Let's play some Fallout. I think that all the the Fallout 4 DLCs are all great. I'm the same way, Epic. I think they all have their purpose, and they did a really phenomenal job of going in and saying, okay, well, this would be great for this, and this is great in this situation, and that kind of stuff. I think they did a really great job at that. So, all right, waiting for it to load back in again. That's why you're seeing this screen here. Usually I put my backdrop up whenever I'm doing stuff that I don't want people to see, for obvious reasons. I want people to see passwords and things of that nature. All right, let's go ahead and turn the sound back on. Let's see if it's working now. Oh, yeah. All right, let me go ahead and take that off of there, and I do appreciate you guys' patience, and let's try it. There we go. Sound is back in sync. So great. If you do have a sound problem, both if you are a streamer or if you're just playing the game like on your PS4 or something like that, or on your PC, and then it does get out of sync, just quit the game, relaunch it again. Be good to go. Make sure to save first, though. Make sure to save.
You gotta take things one day.
Just in case. All right. So game sounds are now back in sync.
Growing pretty good lately.
And we've got everything done. We were going to sleep until the morning time. That's what we were going to do. Still a couple more hours. Now, what I'm hoping when morning comes, right here, when I get to 8 o'clock in the morning, which hopefully it is. Let's see what time it is. About 8:39 in the morning, that my purified water has come up. See? She always talks. She just starts talking. My purified water has come up, and my people have reset. So I didn't get my purified water, which is a bummer. Let's go ahead and check and see if my vendor has reset.
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee, of course.
All right, well, let's barter.
Use some supplies, actually.
Let's see what I can...
All right, did she reset? Ah, she did. All right, cool. So she reset. The first thing I look for, antibiotics. Does she have any antibiotics? No. Now, do I use Buff Out? Do I use Jet and all of those? Sometimes I use them randomly, but I don't really use them a lot. There's some people who live and die by Jet and Psycho and using all of those combinations. I typically don't. I typically really don't. Now, it would be really helpful when you're doing melee mode to do Jet and to do all of that stuff. But for me, I like to go without it. That's just the way I like to play. But that doesn't mean that you can't go in there and do whatever you want. Feel free to, if you like it, go for it. That's what it's all about. Playing the way you like to play it. It's your game. Play it however you want. All right. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff here. Crispy squirrel bits, we'll keep that. Fungus, we'll get rid of. Gourd. Gourd blossom. Stout, I'm going to get rid of. Medex, Mentas. Anybody like Kismet, hey, you're going to need that, bro. Well, if I need it, I'll come and get it again. I'll get it again. Don't worry. Get rid of some of that mute fruit. I got plenty. Mud chops, keep those. Nuka-Cola, pork and beans, crisp, purified water. Let's see. Rat-away, I could get rid of that, but I'm already way over. Just by giving her that purified water, I'm now completely over there. Let's go ahead and take that back. It's worth about 400 caps right there. And then let's go ahead and get rid of some of this other stuff. I'll get rid of Rat-X, Rat-away, Silt Bean. Now, again, you could use this for different stuff. Notice how I'm not getting rid of the stuff that I just cooked. I'm keeping that for food later. But anything that's going to go ahead and give me rads, even though I do have the perk that will reduce that, I'm just going to sell that off to get the caps. Now, I'm a bit over there, about 100 over or 90 over. But let's see again if she has anything that I could use. Now, the next thing I look for is, does she have any like outfits or things like that? She doesn't. So we will have to get some of that back. So if you need to get it back, you just simply click on the stuff with a square next to it, which means it's your stuff, until you get enough back to get down to 597. Mute fruit is a great thing to try to dial in exactly, because you need 22 less. So I'm going to go ahead and say about 20. There we go. Maybe one more. Close enough. I'm off by one. Oh, well, I'll give her an extra cat. Bam. There we go. And now I've got 2,336 caps. Like I said, we're at the mode now where we're starting to make that money. At level 19, we're starting to make a lot of cash very, very quickly. Now, there's another vendor who happens to be over the hill and through the woods. Let's go. And I'm not overburdened for once. And if I was overburdened, I could use my action points to run while overburdened. So we're really starting to get that momentum going right now at level 20, which is pretty awesome. The Dragon Hammer! Coulter hanging out saying, what's up, chat? So what's up, Coulter? Thanks for hanging out, buddy. I love being able to see my entire chat over here. It's pretty awesome. Do says, do companion power armors burn fusion cores? Kind of. They kind of do, but she can move around in the power armor without a fusion core. So I do not give her a fusion core, typically. I do not really do that. Just don't waste a ton of resources trying to repair their armor all the time until you have a ton. When you have a ton and you know, like, it doesn't matter anymore, you have so much resources, it doesn't matter, then it's okay. Then go for it. Now I've got two vendors here. I've got the doctor and Penny.
Enjoy your stay.
Penny's all wet for some reason. Is it raining in here? Why are you all wet, Penny? See her clothes? Look at her clothes. They're all wet. Were you out in the water?
You here to shop?
That's weird. She shouldn't be all wet. She's been inside.
Around.
That's weird. Okay. A little weird. Deal with it. Now, eventually, I want to get this Justice or the Overseer's Guardian for my girl over here, Piper. But let's go ahead and see. She got 238. Does she have anything I would like? I like some of these pulse grenades would be nice. Yeah. And again, I'm playing a melee playthrough, so I can't do anything. I get this Chinese officer sword, which wouldn't be bad. A nice baseball bat to hit myself some home runs. I might get myself a swatter. Get myself a swatter later. Oh, take an army helmet. I can use that for my peeps later. Lab coats are always fun. Metal left leg, definitely. Welding goggles. I'll go ahead and take those. Let's see. Does she have any antibiotics? Nope, she doesn't. So we'll go ahead and jump that. Any of this other stuff? Oh, there's that dirty water. Let's start getting that now. Anything else? Nuka-Cola, purified water. No. And I rarely ever buy stim packs, as you can find just a ton of them. And now here's the good stuff right here. Here's the good stuff that we want. But so let's go ahead and load it up. Let's just go ahead and just get rid of as much stuff as we can to counter anything that we buy. So we got Blossom. We'll get rid of the Stout, the Med-X, the Mentats, moldy food, not the grilled red stat. I want that back. I want my grilled red stat back. There we go. Let's see what else. Mute fruit. We'll go ahead and sell that. Purified water, definitely. Now we're at 363 that she owes us. All the rest is looking good. Let's go ahead and sell all these mods. And keep our flares. And all the rest of that stuff we're going to keep. Alright, looking good. Looking good so far. Cord Blossom. Get rid of that. Swing over it again just to make sure. Anything that does radiation, like Mutant Hound chops, -5 radiation. That's all looking good. Okay. And if I had any extra ammo, I would sell all the ammo too. So 628 is what she owes me. And so I'm going to go ahead and just go in and grab me a bunch of anything that has screws in it. Right here. And I can tag the screws. What I can do, instead of going through this whole thing, is I could go and tag the screws, except for I've already given her the stuff. So what would happen is I would waste all that money. And I definitely don't want to do that. And I always get oil, by the way, every time. Oil and glass right now for stuff I'm looking for. Now, she does have a shipment of screws, so let's go ahead and see how much that's going to cost. That's going to cost me an additional 413 caps. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that as well. Telephones are always amazing because they give you a lot of stuff there. There's a screw there. And we're going to have to tag that for search from now on. Screws, so I'll show you how to do that afterwards. There's some copper. Let's get that. Now, you don't want to hold on to this money. You don't want to just keep the money for the sake of holding on to the caps. The caps are to facilitate your ability to make more caps, and you just keep you know, reinvesting, and before you know it, you're making so many caps that you can literally buy out every single vendor in the game. You'll see me go through. Just come to Penny here and buy everything. I'll just buy everything from her. And then I'll go scrap it, or I'll go do whatever with it, because I have so many caps that I don't have to worry about it anymore. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and grab all of that. And we'll also go to this vendor over here. Well, we don't actually have anything else to sell to her. So we'll go ahead and run back. And this is why I keep Covenant up at the very beginning, so I can use it as a great vendor. Running back. Sounds like the game sounds. I checked the game sounds. Working perfect. Working perfect. How's it going, G? This is Brother Wolves. Devon hanging out. Sam the Man hanging out. Hello to you, Sam the Man. And Bosway says, hey, Kismet. Hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. I appreciate you all chilling out. If you did miss me, I missed you just as much. I missed you just as much while I was out taking care of my IRL, taking care of some stuff that I need to take care of. But now it's going to be much smoother. Back to my normal deal here on the stream, which is awesome. And as you can see, we're building up Taffington Boathouse, which is going to be our kind of center of operations right now. We are adding more purifiers and really trying to make this a gigantic target for people to attack. All right, so let's go in and let's see if we have enough for another purifier. Oh, we have enough for 5 more purifiers. Let's do it, everybody. Let's make some more money. Let's make some obscene amount of caps. I'm going to try to put this one in sideways. Can I put it in sideways? Try to sneak it here at the end. No, that's a big nada. Now, I'm going to go underwater and put it down in the water. There's 1. There's 2. 3. 4. Oh. Got too far out of the workbench. Get back into the workshop mode. Come on. There we go. Now, one of the things you want to watch out for is you don't forget actually to tie these all together. That would be bad if you forgot to tie them all together. And you also need to be counting how many you just added. Like in this case, I just added 4 more. I'm going to add 5 more. So I'm going to need basically 20 more power to run them. You want to kind of do the math in your head. Let's go ahead and put that last one in. And then, of course, tie it in to the rest of them here. There we go. Let's go to kind of double tie it in. There we go. So now, if you see my power up there at the top, actually over there, it is now gone red. It's telling me, Kismet, hey, you don't have enough power, bro. And I'm like, no worries. I'm going to go up here and see if I have enough of the rest of the resources to put some more power in. So let's go do that. I love building. This is one of my favorite things to do, is to do settlements. You'll see me kind of jump back and forth between doing settlements for a while. Then I'll do some questing for a while. So if you're not totally into settlements, don't worry. I will be doing some questing and all that kind of stuff tonight as well. I got to jump back and forth, because I like to get this stuff all set up so while I'm away, hey, it's over here making me tons of cash. And I like that. I like when it makes me cash. All right, so we added 10 more power. Still not enough. Notice it's still red up there, 43 power. Let's see. Let's try another one. And let's go ahead and put that more and tie that in the system. Oh, it turned green. It turned green. Now we're producing 418 water. In just at level 20. At level 20, we're producing 418 water. Now, how much is that? That's 4,000 caps we're producing. Now, I could be producing more if I had maximum charisma and maximum of my perk. Here, let me back out of there. Of my perk here for caps collector. Because it gives me a better deal, better trade rate with the vendor. So buying and selling is better. So when I sell the purified water, I actually make more money. Now I'm going to start building that one up next too, as well as start to build up my charisma up to maximum, so that I have an incredibly great way of pursuing or persuading people, as as well as the ability to get better on my trades. So instead of it being worth 4 or 5,000, it will be then worth 5,500, 6,000, etc., etc. And that trade rate will be incredible. So basically, I'll just go through and buy out everybody's stuff, which would be awesome. Or I'll get all their caps, or I'll get all their stuff and all their caps. Whatever I want to do. So that's how I'll go through, and you'll see me do that through the next levels as well. So let's keep going. We now have enough power, and we don't want anybody to come up here and destroy our power, so we're going to remove these stairs. And there we go. And we've got that up there. Again, you can put it on the far side here. You can put the power all over the place. You could build, one time I built a place right over the top of this building right here, this building. I actually built their house up above, which is pretty fun to do too. So whatever you feel like doing, whatever your creativity says, you know what? Today I want to build this, and I want to build it over here, and I want to build it like this. That's one of the funnest parts of doing settlement building. And plus, it's making you some money. So I could also go in here and put in 500 worth of defense or 600 worth of defense, but it is totally not worth it. You want to have just enough to kill anything that comes in and tries to attack your settlements. So we want to also look and see, hey, do we have any more, can we put any more turrets in? Don't have any more for any more turrets. I need a lot more oil. So you're like, okay, wait a minute. Kismet, you were talking about oil earlier. That's right, I was talking about oil here in the stove. And we were talking about that we could make vegetable starch for adhesive, right here, out of the cooking stove. And we could make, over here, we could make oil. Now, the hardest thing with oil is you got to have all the bone. And the bone has to be located in this particular spot. So I'll constantly go through and try to pull the resources from elsewhere, try to find all the bone, all the bottles, and bring them to this particular location so I can utilize them to make cutting fluid to make oil right here. See, oil 3. And it's also going to do steel. So we'll go ahead and make what we can, but then now we're out of bone. So you're like, Kismet, well, where else do you get bone from if you can't find any more or you can't get any more on loot drops? Well, you can actually buy stuff that has bone in it from the vendors. And that kind of brings me to the next part. What's the next vendor we need to put down at this location? And the next vendor I'm going to do is going to be the general vendor, the one that gives me resources, right? So I'm going to go ahead and make a store. And I'm going to go ahead and go across here to the general one, wherever it went, the trader, right here. And I'm going to try to get the best trader I can. And let's see how much it is. Right now, this one is 1,800. And we try to do this one. We can't do it because we need at least 1,880. And I only have about 15, or wait. I have about 1,500. What is it? 1,880. Oh, I'm not Caps Collector 2. So I've got to get to Caps Collector 2 to do that one. But we'll go ahead and start with a little one here, and we'll work our way up. Well, because that's why I need to do that next, Caps Collector, is so I can do that. So, but now I need somebody in here. And you're like, wait a minute, you don't have anybody free anymore. Well, I can find them very easily. Go see who's over here scavenging. Grab that person. And then put them over here in my general vendor. Now, I typically don't like to use the smaller vendor ones. I typically like to use only the highest end ones. But let's go ahead and look at this guy now. He's still scavenging. I think we missed it. Let's try it again. Right there. It doesn't say he's assigned. If it doesn't say they're assigned, I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Resources now assigned. There we go. Well, why did the surgery center become unassigned? Something went funky there. Something got funky. Unassigned, unassigned. Ah, my playthrough is all funky. Okay. I hope everybody didn't just become unassigned, which does happen. It does happen sometimes. Let's double check. Yep, it just unassigned all of my people. Well, thank you. Thank you for completely unassigning all of my peeps. I appreciate that. I greatly don't appreciate that. Okay, so we got junk dealers, and now we have to reassign all of our people. I know this totally sucks. I know everybody's like, oh, that sucks, Kismet. It does. But that's okay, because we can still say find jobs for the unemployed. So the first thing we want to do is do the doctor store. How many people you want on that? Just one. And I'm going to do the easier ones first, and then do the harder ones later. Okay, find jobs for the unemployed. Let's go ahead and assign to defense. How many people? 1 person. Because I've got enough just for 1 person up there. Now, you don't even need them on defense, by the way. They will defend the settlement anyway. And then what's the next thing I want to do? Not scavenging. Scavenging is the last thing I want to do. San Quinn, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome. Show San Quinn some love in the chat. So the next thing I want to do is assign to farming. And like, how many people do I want to do farming? Well, let's go ahead and start with 5. We get 5 people on farming. There we go. Now, how many people do we have still not doing anything? We have 8 unemployed people still. So we need to go ahead and we can actually just click right there, by the way, and then we'll say, where do you want to assign them? You don't have to back out and go into the next one if you don't want to. We'll assign them to farming. So we have 8 more, so we're going to go and put 5 more on there. And there we go. And let's check it out now. Thank you, Boss Me, for the host. Appreciate it big time. Kiz, is it Grandma? What are you talking about, Epic? The sprinkler system could have gone off. That's true. It could have. Now 3 more retweets. That's right. If you guys do some more retweets, it will get you guys some Kiz caps here in the stream. Lagoofus says, hey, Kismet. What's up, man? Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Assassin hanging out in the stream says, hi, Kismet. Is Twitch chat kind of laggy for anyone else? Not for me. Money. Good morning, all, says Claptrap. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out in the stream. Notice me, Senpai. As a San Quinn, I notice you, man. I notice you over here in my giant monitor of chat. It is fantastico. It is very, very fast. Fantastico. It is a 24-inch monitor, and all it has is my chat. It is the greatest. It is the greatest. And sometimes I get very busy talking and chatting. I get into the zone, as we like to call it here. But I do try to catch up on chat over there. So don't worry. I will catch up. So still 8 people unemployed. I could have sworn I just told 5 of them to go work. Let's go ahead and check it again. Yep, still 8 unemployed. All right, let's assign them to farming. 5 people more. Oh, wait, man, I think that's in total. Is that in total, or is that... that's a good question. Is that in total, or is that... No, that's 5 more. No, that's it. It should have been right. Okay, so we got a junk dealer. We got a doctor. We've got a caravan still going. We've got 1 guard. And we got people unemployed. Now, one of the problems is, now that it kind of reset all of my stuff, turn the sound off. Now that it reset all of my stuff, I'm not really sure if I'm actually producing all of my food at its maximum potential. So I'm going to run around and just kind of roll over all of my food and look and see if any of it's red. If any of it's red, then that means that I need to have more people on food. And I think right now, I think I'm good. Right here. Nope, I think everybody's doing it. Got Cogsworth who is doing nothing. I think my food is good. My food is good with 10 peeps, I think. Alright. That is good. We'll keep on going. Down back on. So now we'll go ahead and find jobs for the unemployed. And assign to scavenging. And we'll say 2. And we'll check it again. So this thing's really great for when it accidentally resets. And then you should be good. It says unemployed 2. That means that's kicked in yet. Because I know I assigned it, so we'll just check it again. Still says unemployed 2. Let's get all the way out. Give a second for everybody to go do what they're supposed to be doing. Like this guy, he's just chilling out. Nobody assigned there. Nope. Nope. Try it again. Very glitchy at this particular settlement this time. Super glitchy. What's up with that? Might have to do it again. Yep, got to do it again. All right. Time to scavenging. 2 people. There we go. Okay, for some reason I had to do it twice and all of that, kind of glitchy, but oh well. There we go. Now everybody's working, everybody's doing the job. We're good to go. Oh, it looks like Ada.
This failure is new to me.
Ada.
A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready?
Is she my vendor now? She's my clinic. She's my doctor now.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
There you go.
Hey there.
I'm sure I have something you need.
I hope Ada is not my doctor now, because they say that the robots should work, but they don't. They don't work. They haven't worked for me ever. Okay, so now we have a vendor here that can actually, I can buy junk from. I can actually buy the junk that I need. So I'm going to go into my inventory. Going to go into miscellaneous. All right, so I'm going to go into my game audio here, or into my game sounds. Game sounds, as I'm reading chat over there. What? It's a pokey raid going on up in here. Uh-oh, getting raided, everybody. Getting raided by Pokey. Oh, my goodness. We're getting raided up in here. Let's get up in here and watch all these awesome people coming into the channel. Look out, everybody. We're getting raided. Make sure to show them some love right back at them. Thank you, Pokey, for coming in. Pokey, okay, is an incredible streamer, by the way. Also, longtime follower of the stream. If you haven't gone and checked out his channel, you have been seriously deprived. Incredibly great builder in 7 Days to Die. I saw him building an Eiffel Tower one time in our server, which is pretty incredible. He showed me the secrets of making an underground bunker as well, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff in 7 Days to Die. Plays a whole bunch of other games as well. Make sure to go show Pokey some love, and I appreciate that raid. If you came in from Pokey's raid, thank you so much for coming into the stream. If you're unfamiliar with who I am, whoa, let's go ahead and turn that raid siren off. If you're unfamiliar with who I am, my name is Kismet. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I am also the leader and founder of one of the longest running gaming guilds, Kismet Ring of Destiny. That's where that name comes from. We've been together for 14 years with over 800 members over that time. Put a lot of MMOs together, play a lot of various games together, and have a lot of fun along the way. But I play a lot of games like Fallout 4, which is what I'm playing right now. Probably my signature game, what I'm most known for. I play also Elder Scrolls Online. I do play a little bit of Star Citizen, or really any game that I really enjoy, like Doom or any of those other kind of fun games. You will see me playing that here on the stream. I do play some additional things like server-based games like 7 Days to Die, like Ark. Those are fun too. I love any kind of team-based game where we can work together. Or building game. I love building games as well. Those are super fun. So space games, fantasy games, building games. I'm down. Let's do it. Let's do it. So show Pokey some love in the chat, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for that raid. Pokey says, how's everyone? Hey, kids. Hey, Pokey. I hope you've been good, man. I hope you've been good. I hope everything's working out for you. I know you're super busy. I know you got tons of stuff going on at the same time, much like me. Pokey, very hardworking, by the way. Does a whole bunch of stuff in real life as well as does a ton of stuff for his stream. So again, just click on his name. He's an instant follow. There's some people on Twitch that I just consider just an instant follow. You just click on their name in chat, or we'll go ahead and give you a shout out. And just click on his link and just hit him an instant follow. Go check out his stream. He's definitely worth a watch. Definitely. So thanks for coming in, everybody. Let's get back to it. I hope you guys like my cool overseer's office here. I kind of hang out in here whenever anybody raids my stream. Let's go ahead and pop back. Whoop, right back over here. We were working on selling some stuff, and we're going to go ahead and tag for search some of our stuff that we need to get. Like we need to get screws on that list now. Because we're going to be making a lot of water purifiers, so we need the screws for that. So we're going to hit C for the component list, and that's going to give us all the components. We're going to find screws, and then we're going to say, okay, tag for search, which is down there at the bottom, that Q. Boom. That is now tagged for search. Those are that's going to show up in the vendors. Boosie Socom, going to go ahead, went ahead and drop that dragon hammer, crushed that follow button, and became part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Ada always talking in my ear. Ada, stop talking in my ear, you crazy. You're so crazy. You're so crazy. Crazy. Panics and flips all the levers. There you go. Flips all the levers. Now, some people, they fight off raiders. They say, no, we're under attack from raiders, not us. Come on into the settlement. Come on into the vault. We don't mind. Come in. We appreciate people coming in the stream. and raiding the stream all the time. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love going out and paying it forward to other streamers. There was a time where, you know, I only had 20 followers and I only had just a few people in the stream, and then worked my way up, and then some really awesome people came in and raided my channel, and I love to pay it forward to other people and raid their channel as well. And I especially love it when people come in and raid the channels as well. So very, very fun. Very, very fun. So thanks, Pokey. I appreciate it, man. I hope you're having a great night. And if you were at the end of your stream, I hope you had a fantastic stream as well. And I hope you have a great the worry-free day tomorrow. Or today, depending on what time it is. It's still yesterday, if you know what I mean. For those of you who are in the Eastern time zone. It's still Sunday. Raiding is the best part. I love to make people smile. It makes me smile every time someone raids me. Bearded Guys Gaming raided me last night. Of course, we got Pokey tonight. I do appreciate everybody who does do that. It just puts a smile on your face. Just makes you feel good when you're streaming. Okay, let's go back and talk to this girl again. Now we're going to see the difference. I'm going to turn the sound back on again. Again, when my people are talking in my ear too much, I turn them off. All right, so under junk here, we're now going to see a little magnifying glass next to those screws. So we're going to go along and say, oh, right there, desk fan, right? So that's going to tag that, make it super easy to see in the list. So anything with a magnifying glass, like this has oil in it. I want to get more oil for my turrets. Anything with a magnifying glass, we're just going to very quickly go in and buy all of those very quickly here. Also, some of this are like bottles, so I will buy those. Paint cans, I buy those. So I can get those as well. And there we go. And we've kind of bought all the stuff that we typically want to buy. Now, another thing I like to buy are telephones. I see those because those have circuitry in them and copper. I constantly buy those whenever I see those. And you can also go through and see if you need anything else, like you need adhesive, you can grab some of that, but I don't usually have that tagged for search because I don't always need that. Same thing with gears and things like that. Now we also want to look at this vendor and say, okay, what does our vendor, the vendor at our settlement, what do they have for shipments? What can I get from them? And out of all this stuff that they have, probably the two things I would get would be concrete and copper. All the other stuff, you're going to just get a massive amount. You're going to have a massive amount of ceramic. You're going to have a massive amount of rubber, usually, unless you use it all up. But eventually, that's going to be, you're going to have so much of it, you're going to be overwhelmed with it. But usually, it would be either copper, if I was running low, or the concrete, for the concrete kits, so I can make concrete buildings. So there we go. So right now, we owe our vendor 741 caps. Let's see if there's anything else that they have. Mute fruit. Nope. I don't think they have anything else. Anything else that I'm looking for? Can I sell them anything else that I need to get rid of? I don't think so. You know, I got rid of everything. All right, so there we go. So again, if you notice, I make the caps and then I use them up right away. Because now I got more resources. I can then take all the resources I just bought. Watch my size go down here. Boom. I bought all that stuff. I immediately turned over here to this thing, put it in the workbench, and now I'm not overburdened with it again, but I can still use it. And then let's see how much we just got worth, right? Can we make another water purifier? And you can see, I mean, this is not too much rocket science. I can make 2 more water purifiers. Let's go do it. Let's keep making that money. This is when we're making the big bank right here. Now, we can also put them in there from up here. And again, this will probably be the place I will make the most money at the beginning. And I can also just jump in the water. Try to kind of work it, rotate it around a little bit. Try to get it right there up along the edge of the settlement until it kind of sinks in there. And then you can try to put them along the edge here if it lets you. Sometimes you can actually run them outside. Oh, if I can get it. Come on. Sometimes you can run them outside the settlement a little bit. Like that. So there's one there. So I can get another one in there. And sometimes you gotta fuddle with it. One of my favorite words. Fuddling with it. By the way, Pokey, I have if you haven't seen my new setup, which I'm gonna eventually take a picture of and show it on my Twitter. But right now I have a single dedicated monitor just to chat. It is incredibly awesome. It is incredibly awesome. Right now it's over here to the side, and I got a 24-inch monitor, which is just chat alone, which is super cool. Super cool. Hashtag fuddle. I know. Why don't I have a fuddle? Why don't I have a fuddle function? You know what I think we should do? I think every time I say the word fuddle, and I say it a lot, I think we should give everybody 10 kiss caps. Because over time, that's going to be a lot of kiss caps for you guys. So go give everybody 10 kiss caps because I said the word fuddle. So there we go. But be like, count how many times Kismet says fuddle. There we go. Okay, so we need to tie the power together on these to here. And then we'll tie the power of those to these so we have one kind of circuit going. Oh, we can't tie it there. Right? Maybe we can tie it directly up to the power. We're going to use the scroll wheel, jump maybe. Try to tie it in there. Might be a little bit too far. Yep, too far. So how can we now cross from here to here? Because we're in a bit of an issue, right? So the two can't connect to each other. Well, it's a lot easier than you think. Just lift this one, try to rotate it around. Try to do that. And if it won't let you, then what you do is you just build yourself a little bridge. And what I like to do is I like to use one of these little things and I just kind of put it right here in the corner. Like that. And I'm going to go ahead and connect this one first over to here. From here to this. There we go. And from there over here to the power. Super easy. Super easy stuff. Now, I could also put a switch on there. So I could turn it on and off if I really wanted to, but I never want it to be off. I want it always to be on. And now we've got another problem, right? There's our power. We're at 53 power. Now, again, this is level 20. At level 20, I am now producing over 400 purified water at one location. And this is how you make the money. This is how you make the big, big money. So all the work that has gone into building up my settlements and all the times you guys had to watch me super loot and all of that has paid off. All of that work has paid off. I probably only need to take out the bottom stair now that I think about it. Has paid off. But I need more power. Now, I might not have enough resources. We're going to find out. Oh, I just happen to have enough. I have enough for one more. Because for every 2 water purifiers, I need 1 large power. There we go. All right, so this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 power. And the 3 power is coming from the other one I have over there for the radio beacon. And you might say, Kismet, why didn't you use a fusion one? Well, the fusion is worth 100, and I don't really need 100 yet. But eventually what I'm going to do is scrap all of these and just use a fusion one eventually. Or I may eventually use the one from the vault-tec and actually build a vault here and use it as part of that, which would be really a lot of power. And if you want to see that one, let's go ahead and go over this way. And then we'll go way over this way. Where is it? Oh, I haven't unlocked it yet. I haven't activated it yet. That's right, because I haven't done the vault-tec yet. Well, we'll activate that later. All right, so there we go. So now we have plenty of power. Oh, I should show you up there at the top. There we go. See, this power is green again. And we have plenty of power for lots and lots of stuff. Stuff. There we go. Ah, there you go. Bonus, everybody. There we go. Kismet drinking game. Sister Wolf put in there. That's right. If you want to follow along with the Kismet drinking game, there it is in the chat. You can go ahead and check it out. I wondered how to pinpoint components. That's exactly how you pinpoint them. You get them in your inventory, and then you go into component mode. Through there, you look in your junk, and you go component mode, so you can get the one you want, and then Now, the way I used to do it is I used to do it when I was actually in the workbench. But the easiest way is to do it through the Pip-Boy. The Pip-Boy is the easiest way to do it. Now, I could take credit that it was me, that it was totally me, and I thought of it, and I thought it up. But actually, it was a Meridave that pointed out to me that is where that's at. You can actually do it right here in the Pip-Boy if you have the junk on you. So super easy to do. I think that really revolutionizes buying from the vendors and selling from the vendors. Now, there's a bit of a problem here. Ada cannot be my vendor.
Ada?
Would you like me to go with you?
I can try to trade with her.
I just want to trade a few things.
Of course.
But this, all this stuff that she has, which is a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, she got a whole bunch of resources on her. All the stuff that she has, watch this. I can just take all. I just took all of her resources, which I completely forgot to put in my resources. My bad. But she's not a vendor. She's not going to work as a vendor, right? So I have to get her off of that. She's got to be doing something else other than that. So I'm going to go ahead and take her and kind of manually assign her to doing scavenging. Alright, so I'm going to find somebody who's doing scavenging, like this person. And I'm going to go ahead and assign her to the clinic, but it's not working. It's not working! There we go. Okay, so Ada is now assigned over there. Or Ada, however you want to say it. And then my doctor should end up over here. Nope, still says no. This is so glitched, I don't know what the deal is. Alright, so glitched, but we'll try again. Get this guy. Let's take him. Over here, do it. Say, I heard him say you got it. Wait for it to unglitch. If I have to store it in the workbench, that's what I will do. Come on. You can do it, guy. I believe in you. Nope. Still assigned to that. Okay, there's something weird with my my doctor thing. Store it in the workbench. Alright. So when something gets funky, store it in the workbench. Bring it back out again. It's probably because it glitched all my stuff out. Oh, no. Oh, I'm doing the bar. That's why. I'm doing the bar. Duh. I need the clinic. Like, where did it go? Okay, let's move this way over here. Put that back down again. Grab this guy. Right there. On the surgery center. Come on. Heard him say okay. Does not want to do it. Why are you so glitched?
Sure.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and give him a minute.
I'll follow, sir.
Yeah?
This is probably the most glitched playthrough I've ever done. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go for an hour. See if it unglitches. And see if anybody's assigned there. Ada is back there again.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
Okay, now I got to fix Ada. Okay.
A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
I'm doing more workarounds than I'm actually playing the game here.
Wonderful. I look forward to
Now,
traveling with you.
I'm going to get Ada as my companion so it stops her from doing stuff. Where am I going to send Piper? I'm going to send Piper right where I'm at. And now I've got Ada as my companion. That's going to break her out of being whatever she was.
The oceans are safe again.
Now I'm going to talk to her, and I'm going to go ahead and talk to her.
You.
Cool.
Hey,
What did you
Talk.
require my assistance?
Dismiss.
for you to leave.
I wouldn't recommend that course of action, but you're in charge.
Send her to Taffington Boathouse. And then see if anybody becomes my vendor. Where you going, Piper? Come back here, girl.
Hey, Piper.
Heading my way?
Let's
Sure.
go.
Let's go.
Will do.
All right, got her back. Workarounds.com. Hey, Rex, what's up, buddy? Thanks for hanging on the stream. Does Kiz realize I'm here? I realize you're here, Adronix Gaming. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Sometimes I get focused. My stuff is getting all busted. New busted. Okay, bro. Are you going to work this or what? Get over there. Come back here. Says it's working. Oh, my gosh, finally. Okay.
If you need
That was
fixing
way
up,
too much work.
Let's get a look at it.
Okay, I got it to work. See, I did a lot of workarounds there. Because it took my companion, Ada, and made her into the vendor, which I didn't want it to do. I had to get her as my companion, then redismiss her, get Piper back, and all of that, and then take somebody and reassign them to the thing because it got all glitched out. That's what happens sometimes with the DLC. So, if it gets glitched, just kind of do a little workaround like I just did and fix it. Don't, you know, nothing's perfect in life, so just roll with it.
Actually,
roll with
I
it.
need some supplies for the road.
I suppose I could spare some stim packs.
All right, and it looks like my audio is all out of sync again. I'll have to fix that later, too.